Aries, thank you for joining me for your March 2023 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Audrey Alison, and I am shuffling the Connolly Tarot, a Celtic tarot deck, appropriately for March. So Aries, please watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign for a full dose of the cosmos for the month. And what a month it is. I was blown away looking at the astrology, so I'll just get into it. It is your month. Happy solar return. The sun is shifting into your sign, Aries. The warmth of our vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere should be approaching, although it just snowed here in New Jersey, and it's been snowing in Southern California too. Okay, so on the 7th of March, our full moon occurs at 16 degrees of Virgo, bringing closure and an awakening, an awareness to the 6th house of health, wellness, work, routine, task, regimen, nutrition, pets, diet. It's all in the 6th. What does Aries need to see here? And before your solar return, it's usually a really low period of time, 6 weeks before the sun enters your sign, and you gather a lot of information in those 6 weeks. Usually the year's lessons can pile in 6 weeks. So if Aries is finding that it is stressful and somewhat frustrating before the birthday, just know that as the sun is in its lowest part behind your sign right now, you might not feel as energetic as Aries is prone to feeling. And let this moon bring up realization of the area in the 6th house that you need to tend to, and just put in a little work prior to your birthday and see what you can accomplish here. Now, the big news that everyone is looking forward to is the shift for our planet Saturn. And Saturn makes his shift on the 7th as well into the sign of Pisces, finally leaving the Aquarius sector, and he'll remain in Pisces through May 25th of 2025, 2 years and 2 months, in the 12th house for Aries, and Aries rising. What does this mean? Well, Saturn represents limitation, reconfiguring, realignment, focus. In the 12th sector of the very last quiet mind, the subconscious mind, your dreams, I don't think Aries is going through lucid dreaming here, and it might hinder the natural intuitive ability that Aries has. Saturn here kind of puts a limit to what you get in the subconscious download every night that you have during REM sleep. So in limiting the 12th house of the intellect, the thought process, Aries has to tune into their feelings over the next 2 years, as opposed to just what is here and here physically. I'm getting the internal parts of Aries are being worked on now. And maybe this reconfiguring and realignment is all happening on the inside for Aries. How are you feeling? What do you believe in? What is the strategy? What is the quiet plan to focus on behind the scenes in preparation for Saturn crossing the ascendant and into your 1st house in 2 years and 2 months? Quiet strategy, preparation. I feel like Aries usually is a go-getter and takes first physical action, and the very fiery, direct sign. And in this transit, you're relying on more than what you're used to doing. You're relying on how it feels first, as opposed to just going for it and thinking about the feeling afterwards. what is that? Biggie Small? Shoot first, ask questions last. Not literally, but you know what I mean. You're going for things usually and then thinking about them afterwards. But now you're feeling the process and planning something big. A realignment for Aries. So a new life path. And sometimes that takes time to plan. Aries might be repositioning themselves very literally in their world in terms of location after this Saturn transit. But there's a lot of inner work here, lessons to be quietly learned. So Aries, that might not feel so natural for you, but that's what's up. Venus enters Taurus on the 16th of March through April 11th. Now we like this. Venus in your money sector, in your second house, calls for some promotion, some recognition, attraction to your earnings and how you commit your responsibilities in your work life. There is attention to your own self-worth and how you value yourself, self-love in this transit, and usually comes with some increase of financial security, with Venus additionally a money planet just as much as she is a love planet in your second house of finance through April 11th. Now the Sun and Mercury both enter Aries on March 20th. So happy solar return, happy birthday, and vernal equinox in our northern hemisphere. You thrive when the sun is in your sign and usually have a lot of happiness and warmth in that 30-day transit and uplifting energy. So that is the time to do and to take action. Our new moon is just one day after your new moon on the 21st at 0 degrees of Aries. Talk about a fresh start. You are definitely ready for a full exfoliation in preparation for this new self. And I feel like not everyone is used to this version of you that you might present, but go with this natural process. A new moon at 0 degrees on the 21st is an initiating catalyst moon for Aries. Write your list of intentions on that day. Maybe pick 12 of them or whatever's comfortable to you. And an intention a month, a goal list, a gratitude list, whatever feels natural, and perhaps an accomplishment, achievement list. What do you want to accomplish in your full year's time from March 20 to March 20? We have another major malefic planetary transit. Just a taste of it though. And that's Pluto. Exiting Capricorn for the first time in decades on the 23rd of March, enters into Aquarius. He'll retrograde on May 1st and will remain in Aquarius through June 11th. Then we'll head back into where he's been comfortable, Capricorn. So you have about 2 months and 2 weeks with the experience of what's to come for the next 10 years. And that is when Pluto transits into Aquarius officially in January of 2025. There is change a-coming. And Pluto representing change in your 11th house, it's also the planet of endings, the planet of regeneration. In your 11th house suggests change of the groups of people that Aries is affiliated with, connected with. Clubs, groups, friendships, and organizations could be ending, changing, coming to a halt. Not everyone is aligned with the same people every decade, and that is exactly what this is. There is a new tribe coming into Aries life. Unfortunately, you might outlive some friendships. Pluto is a planet of death and endings in a friendship sector. It doesn't have to mean that. It could be interpreted that way. At the very least, you are changing your goals, and there is an ending to maybe what your goal list was, the reconfiguring of what Aries now wants. You don't necessarily have the same goals that you had 10 years ago. Some of them you've accomplished. Some of them you don't align with anymore, or they don't resonate with you. So that is what this is. You are shifting in this year, and you're just getting a taste of Pluto in the 11th house. We will still have Pluto back in Capricorn from June 11th of 2023 through January of 2025. So that is just a 2.5 month taste of a Plutonian transit in your 11th house. On the 25th, Mars enters Cancer through May 20th. Mars giving you energy in the 4th house of home, dwelling, mother, maternal, security, action in the home, liveliness, entertaining, celebration, building, construction, deconstruction and rebuilding, the expansion, no, not the expansion, that's Jupiter. The deconstruction and rebuilding of your home space can happen, redesign can happen. There could be construction work on or around your home as well in boundary areas. Ooh. Let's see what's in your tarot. Gosh, there's so much, and I haven't even touched on it. I think I will do a separate video to get more deeply involved in the malefic transits of Saturn and Pluto. Here are your cards though, Aries. Let's see what's here for you in this Connolly Tarot that I haven't used in a minute, but it feels really good to be back in the mix. All right, Aries, and if you'd like to book with me, please do. I am booking up quickly, and it's amazing. Thank you for your choosing me. And my calendar is at audreyalison.as.me. You can get directly to my calendar that way always. And my website is audreyalison.com. All right, Aries. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles. That is a new source of health and wealth. That is a new moon in Aries at 0 degrees. That is also the awareness of the 6th house of health. Fresh starts available for you, and increase. Venus transiting in your 2nd house of promotions. Look at how cute this cherub is. I love it. Definitely a fresh start and an increase. Beautiful way to start the first reading. Page of Pentacles. The messenger of finance, the messenger of increase. Someone needs to communicate with you, and this has to do maybe with an annual review with that Venus into Taurus through April 11th. Your focus and your attention on a younger earth sign can be important this month, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But I also feel like the Taurus in this is the shift of Venus in that sign, into that sign, allowing for increase in your money sector. The Two of Cups, the lovers, or the connection, the soulmates, intimacy, love, partnership, relationship. So we didn't talk about that too much in your astrology, just due to where I focused on the transits. But of course, Aries has all of the capability of a loving romance, just as anybody else does this month. And to have it in the tarot, some of you are already aligned, and some of you, that Empress, that maternal figure in the 4th house, some of you are becoming mothers. Mars could represent fertility, but in the fourth house of mom, some new experiences for women, becoming pregnant. Some Aries are experiencing that. And you also have the Eight of Coins. Someone who has been through it in their work life, mastering their occupation. They're no longer an apprentice, but they handle their job in excellence. You have a lot of coin cards, and then you have the connection card and fertility card, or the connection with your mother is coming up, where you can put action. I love these cards. I will be using these. I'm putting up the hand readings in just a day, so we'll see if they match for your month. Thank you for tuning in, Aries. I appreciate you. Happy birthday. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.